Hello, my name is Morgan, and welcome to a series of tutorials on how I make art powered by Patreon. So today we're going to be covering layer adjustment layers. So let's say you have an image and you want to, I don't know, lower the brightness and up the contrast on it, right? Well, you could go into the image palette and do it that way, but then you don't really have much control, and you can't change things very well. So we have this option called adjustment layers, and it's all the same kind of things that you would do in the image adjustment menu, but as a layer. So like here's brightness and contrast, right? Let's click on that. And we get this layer with a mask attached to it. And there should be a thing that pops up that gives you whatever sliders are related to the particular layer that you pick. So if you get use saturation, you'll get use saturation and lightness, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so in this case we get brightness and contrast. So we can, as you can see, with this image, if I lower the brightness and up the contrast, it changes the image. Well, one of the great things about this is that if you don't like it, you can just delete this and boom, your image is right back to where it is. Even if you've done a whole bunch of things. Like if you've decided 5 hours later that you don't like that particular thing, you can get rid of it. You can't do that if you do it from the image menu. So let's put that back. But one of the really cool things, and I use this a lot, that you get is a mask, which means you can choose where what is affected by this. So in there, let's choose something like that. Flow down a little bit. Make that a little bit bigger. And now we can sort of paint in some light. Right? Right? And it gives us a lot more control on what our image looks like exactly. But there's even more you can do with this. So let's say you make a box. This is going to be kind of a janky box, like so. Okay, so you've made that, and let's make it a green box. Or no, let's make it kind of a fleshy box. Okay. Because this method is how I color a lot of my cartoons and stuff. Let's fill that in. So we have a nice fleshy box. I just realized what I said. Yes. Okay, so you make U with saturation. Darn it. Sometimes it'll do that. U with saturation. There we go. Okay, so it should be white, like so. And you can clip that to the box, or whatever, the object is. And let's say, generally, in shadow, skin is more saturated and kind of redder, and then a little bit darker. Okay, so that's adjusted the image, but now we can draw in the light. And that. And fill that in with black, and suddenly our cube has a little bit of shape to it. And then we can insert another adjustment layer, be. And if it's like this, like if it's this gray, that means it's a vector mask, and you just have to right click and choose rasterize, and then it'll become all black. Then let's lower the lightness. Okay. So remember, white is where it appears, black is where it doesn't. So we'll put that in, and we want that side to be shaded, so we'll make that white, and there you go. So, and this allows us to make a whole bunch of adjustments in terms of like daytime. You can make it even darker. You can adjust how the light is affecting the shadows and stuff like that. It's a really neat and easy way to color cartoons and color and make adjustments to colors in paintings. So this was a bit of a short tutorial, but hopefully it helped. Hopefully I didn't go too fast for you, and I will see you next time. Oh, and if you want to support me on Patreon, there will be a link in the description below. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.